Alright everybody, this is start of update number 4 on the girls. This is Friday, September 7th, and it's a little after 4 in the afternoon, and I'm down in my shop. What I'm going to do today is I got all the tools I need, the tape, and I'm going to get ready to work on their necklaces. I'll start with Lily first, since hers is going to be a little more tedious because of the design, and get that all masked up and get ready for some paint, and then I'll get Morticia's ready. And Morticia's okay, she looks good. I don't think I really got to do any touch-ups. There's a little bit of touch-up I got to do on Lily, but not much. And then once I get the necklaces done, I can hit it with another flat clear, and then get ready to work on their hair. Pedestals, I'm going to do a little more touch up with the copper, but other than that, they're good to go with the clear coat. So I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. I'll be doing this off camera, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. I scratched masking the necklaces off with the Tamiya tape. Just too tedious and time consuming. So I just kept my fingers crossed and went over it with my brush with a steady hand, and there's the results. Lily's turned out pretty nice in that flat black Tamiya. I'll let this dry, see if it needs any touch-ups. Morticia's turned out really nice. I'm going to hit the emerald or ruby or whatever that is in the middle of their necklace. I'm going to hit it either with a semi-gloss black or a gloss black to give it a little bit of a shine. And I'll double check to see if the necklace needs to be touched up, but I'm glad that it turned out pretty good. It looks really nice. And your Tamiya flat black is XF1. That's what I use for the necklaces. I thought about going with gold with Lily's, but I think that flat black looks really good on her gravestone gray complexion. And I'll have to touch up her eyes a little bit. But that's about it with Lily. Morticia, she's good to go. You know, I'll double check her necklace, and then I'll hit it that center with semi gloss or gloss for that emerald or ruby or whatever that might be. So I'll continue working on these girls off camera. Figured I'd give everybody a quick update, and I'll talk with everybody later. Okay everybody, another update on the girls. This is Saturday morning, September 8th, about 10 to 10 in the morning, and what I'm going to be doing with the girls today, the pedestals are finished, and I'm going to hit them with its final clear coat. Yesterday I touched up the copper just a little bit in this area here on both of them, and very little. But since copper's like really thin, it comes out great through the airbrush. But since it's really thin, I had to do a couple tiny coats. Turned out okay. Lily, yesterday, I did her necklace. And turned out pretty decent. I was going to mask it off, which I went about halfway with it, and it just was too tedious. So I kept my fingers crossed, and I painted it by hand, you know, with the brush, and gently did it, and it turned out pretty good. I didn't make a mess out of it, and her necklace turned out pretty cool. I touched up her eyes and her eyebrows, and she's ready to go with another flat clear. Same with Morticia. I painted her necklace yesterday, and then that ruby emerald or whatever that is in her necklace, I painted that with a semi-gloss black. Don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but still looks nice. Looks pretty cool. I didn't have to do any touch-ups with Morticia, so she's ready for another flat clear. And then maybe next weekend I'll get on working on their hair. I'm going to paint both of them flat black, but I'm going to have to mask this whole area off here, her outfit back here, and then just hit this with another coat of primer. Let that set for about an hour, and then go over it with some flat black, and it'll look really good on Lily. The same with Morticia. Mask this all off back here and hit her hair with primer and flat black, and then I'll say that part will be done, and then I'll have to work on their outfits. So I figured I'd give everybody a quick update on the girls. I'll do some work today, maybe a little tomorrow on the girls if I have the time, and focus on their hair next weekend and get that out of the way. So I'll pause the camera and get on this, and I'll talk with everybody later. Okay everybody, another update on the girls. This is Saturday morning, September 15th, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Last weekend I worked on the girls, painted their necklaces, and they turned out really good. I'm happy with the results. They didn't get sloppy, and everything turned out great. And look at Morticia. Her necklace turned out really good. The pedestals are done and had its final clear coat on both of them, and they're good to go. You can see Lily's here. So I'm happy the way those turned out, and my goal today is I'm going to mask off their faces and get them ready for I'm going to hit their hair again with some primer. I'll let that set for about a half hour to an hour, and then I'll go over their hair with some flat black. I just have some masking to do. I got to get cover up their faces and cover up their chest area down here, and it's going to take a little time to do all that, but I figured I'd give everybody a quick update on the girls. I'm slowly getting done with these two. Once the hair is done and I like the results, I'll hit it with a flat clear, and then I can move on to the next step, which will be their outfits. So I'll pause for now, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. This is Friday, September 21st. And down in my shop, last week I started on Morticia, getting her face masked off, getting it ready for the spray booth, and getting her hair primered a little bit, and then hit it with a flat black. Lily, I have not started up yet on her face, but that's what I got on my desk, just workbench this weekend, is get these girls taken care of. Before you know it, it'll be the end of October and Halloween will be here, but I still got 4, maybe 5 weeks left on these two. I got more than enough time to get these two done, but I shouldn't have too much more time on Morticia getting her masked off, and then I can start on Lily. So I figured I'd give everybody a quick update on the girls, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. This is Saturday morning, September 22nd. Yesterday I finished masking off Morticia. You can see here, a little tedious, but I got everything done. She's ready to go for some more primer, and then flat black for her hair. That's what I'm going to I chose to use the flat black for both her and Lily Munster for their hair. Started on Lily yesterday. You can see here I partially got her started with the masking. Got a ways to go with her. You have to cover all this area up here, and then the back side, just like I did Morticia. Keep my fingers crossed today. I'll have them both ready for the spray booth sometime this afternoon. I got all my tools right here. So it shouldn't take me too long, maybe an hour or so on Lily here to get her done and ready for the spray booth. Their pedestals are done, which is good. So my main thing is to get the hair done this weekend if I can, and then the rest of it won't take too long. Their outfits, Lily's will be like a light gray, and I may do a wash on it. I'll see when I get around to it. And then Morticia's outfit will be like a gloss, semi-gloss black. That should turn out pretty good, even though her hair is going to be a flat black. It should look good. So I figured I'd give everybody a quick update on the girls. I'll pause the camera for now, continue working on them, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. I just finished with Lily. She's ready for spray booth. I'll double check to make sure everything is tight on her, the tape, and secure, so I can get her ready for some primer and flat black. Prior to that, I showed in the previous video that Morticia's done. She's ready to go too. A little tedious with doing this, but it's what you got to do. So I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. They're both ready for the spray booth. I'll get their hair done today, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the girls. I got the primer mixed in the airbrush, so I'm going to go ahead and give them another coat of primer. Hopefully this all be in frame, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully that was all in frame. She's looking better now. Go ahead and try Morticia. Okay, hopefully that was all in frame. I'll pause for now, continue working on them both to finish them up and show the end results, so I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. I touched them up off camera with the primer, and I say they turned out pretty good. Now I'm going to let these guys sit for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'll set everything up to hit these girls with some flat black, and get that out of the way today. That'd be great. I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. I'll set up the camera later for painting their hair flat black, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on the girls. I had a little problem with the paint coming out on Morticia. I got it working now, so I'm going to go ahead and just hit Lily here. Alright, hopefully that was all in frame. She's looking pretty good. And then Morticia, a little heavy right here. I'll see how that turns out when it dries. So I'll go ahead and pause, finish these up, and I'll show the end results later. See what they look like. I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the girls. Started filming Morticia, airbrushing her with the flat black, and I had a lot of water coming out of the line, so I had to cut the video from filming airbrushing her hair flat black. I had to clean out the lines, and it turned out fine. She off camera she turned out pretty decent. And then I'm going to let this sit another hour, and I'm going to hit them both with a flat clear. Lily, she's got those two like stripes in her hair. I'll have to deal with that after I put a flat clear on her hair so I can mask the hair off without worrying about the paint coming up. But they've been drying for like 3 or 4 hours. No, the lighting ain't gonna do good with them being all flat black. There's a better look at Lily, but they airbrushed fine with the flat black. So like I said, I'm going to let these dry for about another hour, and I'm going to hit them with a flat clear. Figured I'd give everybody a quick update on the girls, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on Lily. This is Friday afternoon, September 28th. I'll be working on her highlights today. Get that done and out of the way. Shouldn't take too long. I got some pictures off of YouTube. You can see her highlights. And I'll be setting that up for the spray booth. shouldn't take too long, and then she'll be done. I'll be using this light gray Model Masters. It's acrylic, number 4765 for the highlights. And then I got this universal acrylic thinner for that. And I figured I'd share this with everybody. I'll set this up here momentarily and get her hair done. And I'll talk with everybody later. Okay everybody, another update on Lily. I have everything the way I want it to look on the highlights on her hair. You can see here on this side, the other side right here. I think that'll really make her look pretty awesome with those highlights in her hair. The rest of it will be black. That light gray should make it really look cool. So I'm going to go ahead and set the spray booth up, mix up the paint, put it in the airbrush, and get this ready. So I'll pause the camera for now, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, back on Lily. I got everything ready, got the paint mixed up and then airbrush, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight her hair. So let's get started. I think that's going to look really nice. Alright, hopefully that was all caught on camera. I'm going to let this sit and dry. I'll pause the camera for now and then we'll see the results later. Alright everybody, another update on Lily. I touched her up off camera. And hopefully the light will pick this up with the camera. But I'm kind of happy with the results. So I'm going to let her dry for about another 10-15 minutes and then I'll do unveiling of her and see what she looks like. Keep my fingers crossed, no overspray. But that should be it for Lily if everything turns out. So I'll go ahead and pause for now and I'll talk with everybody later. Okay everybody, another update with the girls. This is Sunday morning, September 30th. And my weekends are Fridays and Saturdays, so I worked on the girls, got their hair done, and especially with Lily's highlights. And I reshaped it in here a little bit. I wasn't quite liking how it looked, so I reshaped it there, and much better how it turned out. And then this side here looks awesome. And next step is to do their dresses. I'll probably keep my fingers crossed I can do that next weekend, because they're almost done. And take a look at Morticia. She turned out pretty nice. I had to do a lot of touch up with her yesterday. Her necklace, her lips, her eyebrows, and her hair. But she turned out really nice. So next step with both of them is I'm going to have to hit them with a flat clear before I get with their dresses and get that out of the way. Probably another 2-3 weeks on these girls, because the hours I work, maybe just a couple more weeks. I should be done with these before Halloween gets here. But I'm going to call this a wrap for update number 4 on the girls. I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Sub to my channel, and I'll talk with everybody later.